Now, Britain's obesity crisis is said to be costing the NHS more than £5 billion a year, with experts warning the service could be swamped if action. Joining us now to discuss that from our central London studio, the founder of the Self-Esteem team, Natasha Devon. Good morning to you, Natasha. Morning. Lucy Wyndham-Reid too, who's a personal trainer amongst many other things. Lucy, good morning to you. And with me here in the studio, the dietitian and nutritionist, Dr. Sarah Schenker. Before we get started, though, a reminder that you can join our debate too. If you have any thoughts today, tweet us at Sky News, including the hashtag Sky Debate. Text on 84501 or email news@sky.com. Do let us know what you think. If there are any points you want to put to our guests, we'll try and weave them in as we go along. Sarah, let's start with you if I can. Are diets a waste of time? That's our question. It's my question to you.
That's a big question. No, they're not a waste of time, but it's not one size fits all, and we have to recognise, and we do recognise, that people eat for all sorts of reasons. There's emotional issues, there's constraints on people's time and their lifestyles and everything. Diet has to be a priority, but we also have to recognise that we live in the real world, and we have to find a way of being sympathetic enough on the one hand to people with problems, but also being strong enough on the other hand for people that do need to change their weight so that it impacts better on their health. We can't just
strong
say...
enough. We'll come back to strong enough. What strong enough means. And we're obsessed, we in the media, about body shape, Sarah.
We are
absolutely. Everyone
Hang on,
is
Lucy, hold your horses.
I love Lucy's passion, but I think she's too simplistic. You know, if you just give somebody a one-size-fits-all diet, a lot of people will fail. We really have to help people change their behaviour. There's a lot going on up here that we really need to help people with, but we also need to take a tough stance like she's doing, passionate, tough stance, to say your health is one of the most important things about you. And yes, you can be healthy and bigger than the norm, so we don't have to be Jennifer Aniston or Cameron Diaz. But we have to know when that the size of your body impacts your health in a negative way, and we don't have to be stick insects, but we do need to exercise, we do need to eat healthily, but some people don't really, you know, just don't have the motivation to change.
Lucy, we don't need to be sticky. Let's talk about guilt, let's talk about stigma, let's talk about personal responsibility, Sarah. We had, what was it, 4 weeks ago, European Court said, ruled that obesity is a disability. Where's the personal responsibility, the desire to be disciplined and exercise self-will if actually you can contract out your conscience by saying it's actually a disability?
Absolutely. I think that's a real backward step.
Do you?
Yes, definitely. We do have a personal responsibility. We do need to look to ourselves. Nobody can do it for us. Nobody is beyond losing weight. It's not an impossible thing. Everyone can do it, but some people, the odds are stacked against them, and as you become more obese, your hormones change in such a way that you find it more and more difficult. So it has to stop at childhood. It has to stop when you notice that those extra few pounds have gone on. Now, how you choose to do it is up to you. There is loads of, from faddy to the sensible diets out there, and you have to find the one that you can go with.
Sarah, Lucy, Natasha, I'm afraid we're out of time, but we really appreciate your contributions. Thanks ever so much.